in attendance tonight, sitting next to Georgetown head basketball coach John Thompson, watching his former player Patrick Ewing. But the Bulls said, we've got to play our style. We can't be a mud wrestling team, is what Phil Jackson said. Can they play that style against the Knicks? We have 48 minutes to find out.
Well, the main thing is they must just step up and execute in that last quarter.
Chicago Bulls don't lose very often at home in the playoffs. Armstrong, coming off an excellent game in Game 2, continues the trend here tonight.
Well, you like to see that. BJ had a terrific game in Game 2, over 20 points, and he was looking for the shot.
Ewing brings Cartwright way outside. Oakley keeps it alive. Number 4 in offensive rebounding in the NBA during the regular season. Bonner. The Bulls, once again, as they have in the first 2 games, looking active in the first quarter. Myers. Grant. Cartwright misses. Hubert Davis, no place to go. Bonner with the save into the stand.
Oh, my. Great hustle by Myers first, and then by the Knicks to save that.
And Hubert Davis gets his first 2.
Chicago out here early, looking to up-tempo, get the ball in quick and up the sides.
Myers draws the whistle.
That's in their arsenal, Ron. Anytime Myers backs down Hubert Davis, he has the advantage, not only in size, he can get up over the top of him. Plus, you can run him in and post him, which Chicago has been known to do.
Chicago has missed only 7 free throws, make it 8 in this series so far versus the Knicks.
That's a major fact because they were 24th in the league during the season, only shooting 70%.
Ewing inside, shot won't go. Whistle before the shot. It'll be on Bill Cartwright.
Anytime that you put your hands in the lower back of a post-up player, the referees are very consistent at playoff time. They are making that call. You're better off putting your forearm right across your back because you are much stronger and you can hold them in place.
Now, in the first quarter of Game 2, Derek Harper had 2 uncontested layups. The Bulls are very aware of that. Shot clock, 13, not a factor yet. Davis draws the whistle. Myers doesn't like it.
Well, you like the fact that Hubert Davis, as well as B.J. Armstrong at the other end of the floor, are going to the basket strong. They have been known as people who do not take you off the dribble. Both people have elevated their game and are having a nice playoff.
A lot of body contact, offensive foul. It's going to be on Anthony Bonner for a block, says Dick Pavetta.
Well, they set up a staggered screen on the baseline, Ron, to the left of the rim. Anthony Bonner stepped out to pick off the defender and definitely, caused that action.
A little pressure put on by the Knicks.
Well, this is something that the Knicks can do because Harper and then Anthony, as well as Starks, are excellent defenders off the dribble.
Cartwright inside. Pippen tries to come in the back way. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 2. Pippen's going to have to launch one from 25, and he buries it.
18,000 are saying it's a sign.
Well, he's 4 of 10 now from the arc in this 2-game set with the Knicks. Inside, Bonner.
Bonner has had 2 easy opportunities, Ron, and he's left them short.
Myers from 3. That hits nothing but air, but Grant is there to clean it up.
That's the man. That's the man who can change the series. They need him crashing the offensive glass because he's a real warrior. And when you take him away from the basket as a decoy, you're just hurting the team.
7-0 run by the Bulls. But the Knicks will not panic. Davis inside. You called it, even. He's more aggressive tonight, taking it to the hole.
Well, you like to see that. And one thing you saw right there, Scottie Pippen allowed him to lay that up without even challenging. I know that Scottie is conscious. He fouled out of the 1 game and had 5 in game 1.
Crowd wanting a foul as B.J. Armstrong went through a pick. He slices around the backside. Shot clock at 4. Grant.
For some reason, it's much easier to shoot A, at home, and B, in front of a full crowd that are cheering their lungs out right now.
And I tell you, those are the closest shots they've gotten in the first 3 games. Inside, Bonner this time makes good.
Bonner is quick, and you just cannot leave him. Now, in their game plan, Scottie Pippen, as well as Kukoc, leave Bonner and Mason to double team, and then they get active. If you hit Bonner, he has a terrific opportunity to score inside of 10 feet.
Patrick Ewing trying to front the post, set by Cartwright. The triangle slips over to the left. Shot clock at 3. Armstrong loses the handle. Bonner's going to be fouled by Horace Grant.
Anytime that you penetrate the lane against the Knicks, you know that there will be 3 blue shirts cutting off your path, and then they all go for the steal.
Now it is Harper running the show. Ewing on Cartwright. Cartwright puts a body on him, a couple of fakes. Patrick loses the handle. Pippen will come up with it. It's a 3-on-3.
Here's the trailer right behind them.
Davis has to foul him. No, it's on the dribble. No basket anyway. Hubert Davis kept Scottie Pippen from the easy 2, but he does pick up his second.
Now, while you're watching the game, anytime the ball goes into Ewing on the post, Scottie Pippen leads his man in double teams. In this series, Bonner and Mason are wearing out Chicago by getting on the offensive boards. Mason is averaging 4 and Bonner 1. So that's 5, not from your big people, but from your small forward.
Well, Charles Smith comes in. That foul check, that is on Bonner, his second. But Smith comes into the lineup, the 6th-year pro out of Pittsburgh. The 6 weeks of the season, he has chronic sore knees.
He'll give Scottie Pippen a different look. He's 6'10" with long arms.
Ewing pushes Cartwright in the back. The one push, Dick Bavetta sees it.
Well, if you're going to call it at the one end, then you must call it at this end. Now, I know Patrick's all upset. He did not like the call. But if Cartwright will just get in there, post up, and then sit down, and by that I mean spread himself out, make himself big, do not allow Ewing to front him, Cartwright could be a factor if they'll just get the ball into him.
What's the hole, Will?
See, there's Ewing fronting Cartwright. You have to have more patience.
Smith on Pippen. Smith, Bonner, and Mason have worn Pippen out in the first 2 ball games. Working around to Myers, a little bit out of his range. He's an air ball the 2nd time tonight.
Good call.
Smith is down.
He's been way short on 2 perimeter shots.
Harper tries to take it to the hole. Whistle. We have a foul called, and we also have a timeout. Armstrong whistle for the foul, and we've got a little action going on as the timeout is called, with the Bulls leading by 5. And now Grant wants to get in on it. Oakley's pulled away by Dick Bavetta.
Well, the refs are right on top of this. This all started at the other end of the floor while the teams were moving on that fast break. There was a collision, and a couple of guys hit the floor. It just carried over.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
Now, we'd like to show you the triangle. A triangle is to the left side of the floor. The basketball is here. When this pass goes into the post, you are going to see the backdoor man come from the corner. Now, the passer will come in and screen, and you will see this man come up, so that they have a continuity there right now. Now, just watch. That has been missing in games 1 and 2. There was your backdoor. He was open, and then they also could have come off that down screen.
Neither team has given up 100 points in the playoffs. Toni Kukoc checks in for the Bulls. New York's 4 of their 6 games. Their opponent has failed to shoot over 40%, but right now the Bulls shooting 60%. Grant on Mason. Hooks the right arm around. Kukoc, Harper on him. Needs to take advantage of the height.
Plenty of time.
Scottie Pippen doesn't get it. Grant, battle starts, comes up with the loose ball.
Already he has 3 offensive rebounds. In games 1 and 2, he had a total of 2.
Cartwright had a good look at a dunk. Starks got his hand inside.
Now the Bulls are getting every single bounce. They're also making the perimeter shots. The fans love it because they just had a foul call on Starks. But what I like about this is that Cartwright is active and they are finding him.
17 fouls already called tonight.
Now take a look at the free throws. During the season, they averaged 23. They're averaging 29 in the series from 71 to 88. So you can see, uncharacteristically for them, they're doing an excellent job at the line. Nice pass.
Beautiful lead pass. Oakley has to hold it up, wait for Mason, and starts to come on down. Pippen staying all over Derek Harper. One thing Chicago's defense is doing they didn't do in the first two is they're picking the Knicks up a lot earlier. Shot clock at 5. Mason on Kukoc. Kukoc with the rejection.
Yes, he did.
And only one on the shot clock.
First of all, he knocked it out of Mason's hand. That was the first move. And then he blocked the shot attempt. 1 second. Well, that should be it.
That should be it.
Of course.
They're going to put one on. I think Dick Bavetta is going to go over talk to Steve Javy.
Yeah, but there was one on the clock. The ball came in. The defender deflected it, so that should have been 1 second.
Well, let's see. I think Dick's saying going to give him, well, it's actually, when it's one on, it's actually less than one, if that makes any sense. It could be like a
Wow, that's a
0.9.
break. Yeah, well, that's a break for the Knicks. Right now, you must smother the inbounds passer.
Harper pulling the trigger, doesn't hit anything. That's a violation. The second one for New York this evening.
From an intensity standpoint, you can see a frustrated coach there, Pat Riley. This is the most energy that the Bulls have put out defensively in the half-court sets that the Knicks are trying to run.
And the Bulls are on a 10-4 run.
See, there's making that pass into the post at will. There's that down screen.
Harper meets Kerr out front. Now Ewing pushing Cartwright. Cartwright gets a step on him and has the easy two.
You cannot continue to front if they empty out that backside, because once Cartwright makes the catch, there is no defender to help him.
Harper from the outside. Anthony Mason, the big-time slam.
Whoa.
Charles Oakley. My goodness.
You want the Oak man to come over here and lay one on
No,
you,
sir.
or what?
No, sir. I got everybody in East Cleveland mad at me already in Oakley's wash house. Mason leaning on Kukoc. Cartwright. And he has the hot hand tonight.
Not only that, but that was a great pass and court awareness by Toni Kukoc. He just made a beautiful pass all the way across the lane.
10 for Big Bill tonight. The lead is 12. Starks from the top of the key. Knicks can't buy a basket. The key is, can they overcome this frustration? There's still a lot of basketball left.
The main thing is to keep pushing the ball, Ron, and to try to take advantage of the mismatches like right here. See, that force, by posting up Stark, that force starts to foul him. I would like to show you Billy Cartwright. Ewing gets caught trying to front, and Billy just takes it strong. You saw what happened there. Oakley did not want to foul. Now there's that beautiful bounce pass by Kukoc. Cartwright posting up on the side, spotting up, and a nice pass.
Scottie Pippen already with 7 points. How about Pippen, Armstrong, and Grant? 28 free throws in game 2, and they didn't miss one. Scott Williams will come in, and they're going to give Horace Grant a breather, and he'll get a nice round of applause.
Well, Scott Williams has only played 10 minutes a game. Now, he's a major factor here because he's a horse. This guy can take a physical punishment, and he can score with his back to the basket.
He has been wondering why he hasn't played more, but Phil Jackson said before the game that he was going to see action tonight because he doesn't want his players afraid to get hit when they take it to the basket.
See, they have Pippen all over the point guard because he's the double team man.
3-time all-defensive first team, Scottie Pippen. Anthony for 3, Greg Anthony.
Well, he's been doing it, Ron. You hate, you know, he's now 2 for 5 in three-point shooting. But at the end of the year, in the last 2 months, he really started to come on shooting a high percentage.
Last 3 years, the Bulls have only gone to the limit in a playoff series once. That was against the Knicks in '92. Shot clock at 4. Pippen can't get it. The tip won't go.
Now, Cartwright kept that alive twice. He and Ewing are really after one another.
Starks wastes no time, and he drops the rainbow through. Oh, I love it.
John Starks in this series is now 4 for 14 in threes.
The shot at the buzzer by Anthony won't go, but Bill Cartwright, 36 years old, the 15th year pro, 10 points tonight, 2 more than he had total in games 1 and 2. The Bulls by 8 at the end of 1. Ewing, Starks, Anthony, Mason, and Oakley for the Knicks. Luke Longley is checked in for the Chicago Bulls. He's joined by Kukoc, Armstrong, Williams, and Kerr.
See, it's senseless for Longley to try to grab the ball. The main thing, all he has to do is stay in front of Patrick, because Patrick cannot stop on a dime once he starts to dribble the basketball. Right now, if you're in New York, Ron, you're only down 8. Everything went the way of the Bulls in that quarter. They get every loose ball, they make the threes in transition, and you're only down 8.
Patrick Ewing only 1 of 3, 2 points, 2 rebounds in the first 12 minutes of the ball game. Averaging 22 points in the playoffs. During this series, we have another lane violation. It's going to be called, I believe, on the Knicks.
Oh, and they waved it off.
Wave it off.
Well, they've been consistent, so the guys tonight are going to really have to shape up. Now, we know during the course of the season, we see guys in the lane all night long. But if that's the way it's going to be called, you must adjust.
Kukoc getting a lot of playing time tonight, and he's been very good at it.
Williams took his eye off of that pass.
And then Anthony goes right around him. 6 New York turnovers, 4 for the Bulls. Mason working on Kukoc, steps back, the triggers pulled.
People are on Kukoc, the media guys are also. In 3 less minutes than during the season, he's averaging the same amount of points, 10, the same amount of rebounds, and the same amount of assists. And he's a double teamer. His man is the free man when he double teams.
Starks takes advantage of Steve Kerr guarding him. Whistle, the foul, that will be on Kerr. Let's take a look at Anthony Mason's last shot as Mason jars Kukoc.
Well, you're going to see Anthony. He's playing with a lot of confidence. We told you in this series, in 29 minutes, 13 points, and here's the 10 rebounds. He's first on the team in assists. That's astonishing. The field goal percentage is there, and then he is also the leading Knick with 4 per game on the offensive boards. But your man, Pippen or Kukoc, leads you to double-team Patrick Ewing. You should be on the offensive boards.
John Starks now with 4 as JoJo English comes in. Steve Kerr sits down. English, the second-year pro out of South Carolina, was a free agent in '92. Played 6 games with the Bulls back then. Came over in November from Minnesota.
Now, the big discrepancy in the series is the point production of the bench. 41 to 21. That is per game. And right now, we have the majority of bench people out there. So the Bulls must execute.
The Knicks are within 3. Kukoc, the big dump off to Williams. That is what Toni Kukoc does best.
He has beaten his man tonight off the dribble every time and delivered a perfect pass.
Smith, Williams bellying up. The fake, the arc. Longley with the rebound.
Get it out. Got to get it out now. See, you can't hold the ball in this series because the Knicks will get back. You get it out, you can possibly get some transition.
And the Bulls need to score off missed shots and turnovers.
There you go. When 2 good defensive teams play one another, the team usually wins who gets the most easy shots.
Williams with 3 on the shot clock. With 1. Barely gets it off and it counts.
I told you, he has a great game when it's back to the basket. Everyone makes a big issue out of Horace Grant being unrestricted free agent, but he also is an unrestricted free agent.
And if he wouldn't have hurt his knee early in the season, he may not be in a Bulls uniform tonight. Mason on English. Longley puts up a hand just enough to distract it. Smith kicks it back out. Anthony from the arc. Ewing can't come up with it. Longley does. Here comes Kukoc. Longley runs the floor.
Oh, yes. How about Kukoc, his court awareness to look for the trail. Pat Riley upset, wants a 20-second right now. The fans are loving it.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
Now keep an eye on Toni Kukoc off the dribble. Once he gets into the lane, watch how the Knicks from the weak side. There's your first help, there's your second, but he's such a good passer, he finds the drop-off. Now here, keep an eye on Williams. Watch this fake. Head fake up and then under. Just beautiful. He's well schooled with his back to the basket. Now there's Kukoc looking for the trailer, and then Luke Longley taking it strong to the rim. Toni Kukoc, much maligned, and like I tried to tell you, during the course of the season, 24 minutes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's doing it in less time, the same points, same rebounds, and same assists.
From the outside, Charles Smith drains his first field goal as Herb Williams comes in, giving Patrick Ewing a rest. Now the Bulls had 21 shots in quarter number 1. If they continue that pace, they'll be over 80. They've been averaging 72 shots versus the Knicks and only 80 points.
Right there, you had the perfect thing. They emptied out the weak side. They fronted the post over the top. That should have been a basket for Williams.
Got a foul underneath. It'll be on Kukoc.
You're going to see Kukoc. See, Mason can manhandle Kukoc. There's a tremendous difference in weight there and in upper body strength. Anytime that Mason gets down in there, Kukoc is trying to front him, and Mason will not allow it to happen.
All 5 players in for the Knicks are from the bench, but they really have 4 of those 5 that are actually starters on this team or have been starters. Their leader, Starks, takes a big hit.
That was
Luke Longley stepped into it.
That was a charge. John Starks is open on every down screen on either side of the lane. They are following him around the screen. By following him, you are giving him the lane. He has been open time after time. Now that play, he did not have a good shot attempt. He went right into the chest of the defender.
Starks 2 for 2 tonight. In the series, 13 for 13 versus Chicago.
Now that's coming to the line and making a pressure foul shot. The big thing about Starks in this series, in games 1 and 2, he attempted 13 threes in 2 games. That's 6.5 threes a game.
His feeling is if I miss 12 of those 13, I may hit the next 5.
So we have some teams that do not do that. For the season for a night.
His first miss of the series versus Chicago is Bill Weddington, who's played only 4 minutes in this series. Another player, Phil Jackson, wanted to get in so he could be a little more physical, checked into the lineup. Well, at the conclusion of tonight's game, Hubie and I will be selecting the Budweiser player of the game, and Budweiser will donate $1,000 in his behalf to the United Negro College Fund. Kukoc, big game, though, Hubie.
Yeah, he has 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and a block. This is a good battle, though, because Mason moves his feet well.
Mason doesn't buy the fakes. He comes up with the left hand, almost pulled the rabbit out. He's underneath, and he is going to be hammered hard by Anthony.
That was a hard foul. Over the back. I mean, he really got blocked. Anthony came in there and did not allow that layup. Now, you're going to see this is a terrific move. Now, watch how Mason has him covered perfectly. Now, just watch how he steps under. Fake up, under. Now, here comes Wennington. A lucky steal, and then he finds Kukoc.
Kukoc missed the first free throw. 74% during the regular season for Toni Kukoc from the line. In this series, he is now 4 of 7. Add 1 to that. The 3 Two-time European Player of the Year has given the Bulls a 7-point advantage inside of 8 minutes before the end of the second quarter.
And that was a baseline screen for Starks.
Kukoc the rebound. He can lead the pack.
He's danger. He's danger right there.
Gives it up to English. Starks goes down hard.
When he hits you in the corner, you must be ready to catch and shoot.
Weddington, good solid pick on Anthony, but we have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Greg Anthony pleading his case.
Right now, Kukoc is playing with great confidence. The only guy on the Knicks out there that can play him as a front court player off the dribble is Mason. So anytime that he gets anyone else on him, he's going right for the ring.
Well, you mean now Charles Smith has picked up his third personal foul. He has to sit down. We have Anthony Bonner with 2. Oakley comes back into the game. He only has 1, so Pat Riley's seeing the big boys getting into foul trouble early. 7:29 left in the half. The Bulls lead them by 7.
That was a double screen for B.J. Armstrong down on the baseline.
Weddington, Oakley, and Anthony come over to trap. Weddington, the baseline, the reverse.
So you can count on the Knicks. The Knicks will trap that screen and roll. Your spot-up guy will be open. As they run at you to cover, then you can take them off the dribble.
A lot of pushing and shoving underneath. Dick Bavetta blows the whistle.
You can see the down screen. That was a beautiful screen again for John Starks. And as Starks came off of that screen, Scott Williams really pops him.
Bill Weddington now 2 for 2 in this playoff series.
Keep an eye to the left of the screen. Now watch what happens here. Here comes Starks. Bam. See, he just stood him right up. Now if you're going to do that, the screener will be open going to the front of the rim.
Starks has missed his last 2 free throws, and as we mentioned, coming into tonight versus Chicago, he's 13 of 13 from the stripe and 26 of 27 in the 2 series combined.
It's just amazing the progress that he has made. He went from 9 minutes to 12 minutes to 20 minutes to 29 minutes to 35 minutes, right through the New Jersey series into the series. And he kept saying that the knee continues to loosen up. He now can dunk the ball without much pain.
Which we saw the last game just 2 nights ago. Armstrong. Kukoc keeps it alive. Shot clock at 10. Plenty of time. Now we've got a whistle. 22nd timeout.
Oh, Scott Williams lost his shoe.
You blow a tire, it's a little difficult to play. And they're going to call it a full timeout. So it's 6:48 left in the half. The Bulls lead it by 8. This match is the Bulls' biggest lead of the game. It is 14 with 4:01 left in the half. And one thing the Bulls are getting in this game so far is second effort.
Well, you can see it right there. 11 offensive rebounds for a total of 15 points. And that's where the Knicks in games 1 and 2. Now we're going to give you Pippen. This is the 4th different defender on Pippen. That is his 14th point. He's 5 for 9 with 4 rebounds. He's had, first of all, at the beginning, he had Bonner, then Charles Smith, then Anthony Mason, and now Starks.
And Patrick Ewing, the first real strong move to the hole for Ewing. And little action underneath. It's going to be a delay of game warning. The first against the Knicks. Ewing now with 8 points, cutting that deficit down to 12 inside of 4 minutes.
Yeah, I like this. Harper, keep reversing him. If he makes Scottie work, you're going to run more time off the clock and keep them out high.
They didn't get
right now. Oh, yeah, look at this. Scottie went right to the hole. Right?
Yeah,
that's
there.
Great.
Knocked out by Harper. They didn't get in their offense until 18 seconds of the shot clock, but as you said, Scottie went right down where he was supposed to.
See, once they took it to the wing, they posted Pippen. Whether it's going to be Starks or whether it is Harper, whoever picks him up, Scottie's going right to the post up.
Cartwright back into the lineup. Weddington leads 3 points and 3 rebounds. Pippen dishes it off. It's going to be an offensive foul.
Good call. Patrick Ewing. He's grimacing. The knee. The right knee on Patrick Ewing. On that collision, as Pippen came off, there was a collision. Ewing went down. He's definitely injured here. There's no doubt about it, because you never see him. You know, he will not allow you to think that he's hurt.
Okay? And he has bad knees to begin with. Tendonitis in both knees. It is very severe. Harper from the arm. Ewing pushed in the back, put a little grunt in there for effect. Cartwright's whistle for the foul.
Well, that's one of the bad habits that Billy Cartwright has. Anytime that he's behind you on inside position, he'll always push you in the lower back. Now, tonight, we have not had a lot of that. But in games 1 and 2, I thought both front lines were really leaning on people and putting them behind the board.
That sends Ewing to the line. Just a reminder, the Reebok Halftime Report is coming up next. Ernie Johnson, joined by Dick Versace, where they'll update the current playoff picture. And our main man, Paul Ryden, will take a look at the venerable Chicago Stadium. As next year they move across the street, and this could be the final 2 games if the Knicks should win here in the stadium.
You're coaching Chicago. You want some execution now in this last 3 minutes. You do not want to give the Knicks a chance to come back.
It's only a 10-point deficit considering how well Chicago has played. New York is hanging around, and that has been the story the first 2 ball games. Starks has to give it up to Ewing. Shot clock at 11. Oakley with position on Grant. Grant has to commit the foul. That is his second. And now we've got a fight with Harper and English.
Look out.
Look out. Go into the stand right in front.
My. Look out.
We've got everybody. We've got punches thrown. Ewing, Cartwright. It's right in front of us. And now Jackson's into it.
Wow.
Johnny Bach is into it. Oh, this is ugly. Right in front of the commissioner. Right in front of the commissioner of the NBA, David Stern. And now they're keeping going. Now Riley grabs Harper and is yelling at him.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Harper. Now right behind us here we have Starks down.
And the security staff is pushing John Starks. Unbelievable.
Hey, what are they doing here?
The security staff, unbelievable, pushing John Starks. I don't believe that the security staff was doing that to John Starks. Well, Chuck Gardner, our stat man, got into it. He was buried amongst the crowd.
Now, all that happened in the backcourt. It was between Harper and English. That's where it all started. As it passed over half court, then naturally we had a number of players. This is going to be very, very difficult for these people to, especially the referees right now, to kind of sort this out. Mainly because every player from both teams was in the action. Here's the commissioner. Naturally, it happened right down below him, no more than 10 feet away, as it stumbled into the first and second rows.
Well, double ejection. Harper and English are both gone. The original personal foul was on Horace Grant as we sort out our business here. That is his second. But JoJo English is gone. Derek Harper is gone.
Now, whatever was said by JoJo English to Harper or vice versa, however that happened, they both went after one another quickly.
You cannot fault the officials. They have done a nice job tonight trying to keep the game called closely.
Now, right now, the Knicks come with Greg Anthony. Anthony is going to take the place of Harper. The Knicks are staying small. They are going to stay with Hubert Davis and Anthony in the backcourt. Starks at small forward with Oakley and Ewing. Chicago has countered now. They have brought in Steve Kerr to go with B.J. Armstrong. And then up front, they have Cartwright, Pippen, and Grant. Pat Riley was right in the middle of that, and so was Phil Jackson. The coaches are allowed to come in and try to separate their players.
Oakley, there's the commissioner talking to John Thompson of Georgetown. Oh, I tell you, you want to fight, you don't want it in front of him.
Well, right there, Oakley misses the first free throw attempt. We told you right now, this game is not out of the woods. The Knicks are only down 10 points. Now you have 9. It's major for Chicago that they do not lose their composure and allow the Knicks back in this next 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
The Knicks feed off emotion, be it good or bad.
Right now we have a passing game, screening away and opening up the middle.
Armstrong with the 2. The lead goes up to 11. Davis spots up for the 3.
One of the premier three-point shooters in the league.
The acrobatic move won't go. He goes hard to the floor.
Nice kick out. Nice kick out by Cartwright.
2 minutes to play in the first half.
Her for 3. Doesn't get it. The rebound will go into the Bulls bench. Will go the other way with 1:54 remaining in the half. The Bulls lead by 11. In case you just tuned in, we just had a major brawl into the stands. Harper and English have been ejected, the only 2 players.
Steve Kerr really struggling in threes in the series, only 1 for 5.
Starks stops, pops. Oh, halfway down. Ewing puts it back.
Chicago must do something with that screen because John Starks is getting into the lane every single time that he makes the catch.
Patrick, 10 points in the quarter. The lead is only 9. Kerr, wide open.
2 acrobatic shots, one by Armstrong, one by Kerr. Once again, the guards continuing their dribble into the lane like they did in game 2.
Davis wants the ball. They're going to hold it. We are at the 1-minute mark of the second. Starks has to give it up. He got lucky. Left his feet. Pulls the trigger from 3. Rebound, Grant. Pippen pushing it on Davis. Armstrong.
Yes. Anytime they're in transition, Steve Kerr, B.J. Armstrong, the 2nd and 4th three-point shooters in this league percentage-wise, they are spotting up. That's why it's necessary for them to get the ball out.
Davis for 3, doesn't get it. Starks takes it away from Armstrong.
Bad pass. He looked right at the defender.
The shot. Oh, it goes! Roll the tape. Oh, Ernie Johnson, look at that. That's the way they do it in Stillwater.
What a wild, over-the-head shot by Starks. He knew he was fouled. He just tossed it up, and then he gets the bounce. Keep an eye. See, bad pass. Grant looked right at Starks and still made the pass. Now watch this shot. Look at this. He just throws it over his head and gets the bounce.
So Friday the 13th proves lucky as Horace Grant has to sit down with 3 personal fouls. Starks will go to the line with 28.6 left in the half. The Knicks trail it by 12.
Very costly backcourt turnover for the Bulls.
Bulls could have been up by 16. Now it's down to 11.
Well, there's a difference of about 3 seconds here. Shot clock and regular clock.
Clearing it out for Scottie Pippen. Mason on him.
That's hand checking now, so you can't do that.
Pippen, they close. Leak open. Kerr doesn't get it. The slam by Weddington won't go. Rejection by Ewing. Starks at the buzzer doesn't get it, but what a wild 24 minutes. We've had technicals, we've had ejections, we've had a fight, we've had some pretty good basketball in between. 14 points for Pippen, shooting 50%. And as he hit to the locker room, the Bulls lead it by 11. Ernie Johnson and Dick Versace are next.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first 24 minutes. It will not be a punch count. We'll have field goal percentages instead.
Now remember, coming into this, the Knicks hold them to 40% shooting in 2 games. The three-point shooting is right there. We told you the Bulls 3 for 7. Also, the rebounding, the 27 to 15 total is magnified because 13 of them are offensive rebounds, and then you can see the second chance points. And once, what we told you at the top of the show, it's Grant, Wennington, okay? And then the added thing of Cartwright. Now, Pippen is having a sensational half. We tell you 14 points, 2 for 3 in threes. Here he is knocking one down. He has the field this evening. The main thing for Pippen, minutes. Now here's Grant knocking in the second rebound basket that he scores. Now in the first 2 games, 1 offensive rebound, a total of 5. He had 5 offensive rebounds and a total of 8 in the first half tonight. Much more active. Now the guy who's doing it for the Knicks, once again, is Starks. He comes in the ball game, he knocks in the 3, and he's so active that he's 7 for 9 in foul shots, and he has 12 points. Now, we'd like to give you the fight. Now, watch what happens here right in the middle. See, right there, Harper knocks English's arm down. That's nothing. Now, watch as they move over. Now, whatever is said right here, watch what happens now. They start talking, their heads come right together, and then it starts. They both push, and then boom, there's the punch by Harper, and then by the throw, and then it all goes from there.
One thing Pat Riley said, he wanted to make sure his players knew the difference between intensity and losing their emotional ability to hold on to things, and unfortunately they lost it. They lose one of their best defensive point guards. Bigger loss for New York than it is for Chicago. Oakley has a strip. Armstrong and Grant.
There he is. Oh, bad.
Threw it away right into the hands of Horace Grant.
Bad pass by BJ, and they get the accidental off the leg routine right to Grant.
Just the way they designed it.
Billiards would be great.
Anthony, the blocking foul. Let's see. That's going to be on Scottie Pippen. That'll be foul number 2 on him. Grant playing with 3 personal fouls. Myers with 3. Cartwright with 2.
Best interior defense by the Bulls tonight, Ron, off the dribble. They're getting in front of the Knicks, and they're taking the charge in the chest. So far, they're not getting a shake in regards to the charge block call.
Greg Anthony, who started 36 games during the regular season, starting the second half at point for Derek Harper, who along with JoJo English have been ejected. Shot clock at 6. French pastry Oakley. Bonner with 3 on the shot clock. They're not going to get a shot off anyway. It's a moot point.
Loose ball. Loose ball. Great hustle by Scottie Pippen and Myers. Right on the floor. Scottie's the one that knocked the ball loose and caused the loose ball.
Do a little house cleaning. We've played just over a minute. It is a 13-point Chicago Bull advantage. They're led by as many as 14. Inside, Pippen picks up where he left off. 16 for Pippen.
Well, we told you, he was only shooting 35%. He had 4 turnovers per game in 1 and 2. He only played 34 minutes because of foul trouble, but tonight, he is the man.
10:37 left in the half, Hubie, and it is a 15-point lead by the Bulls, their biggest of the game.
Now keep an eye on Scottie here. This is a catch, turn, shoot. That's his 16th point of the game. He has 4 rebounds, and he has 3 assists. Plus, he is 2 for 3 in 3-point shot attempts.
Now in both games, the first game won by the Knicks 90-86. They won the second one 96-91. In game 1, they were down by as many as 15 and came back. Pat Riley was concerned, although he loved the fourth quarter comebacks, of getting themselves into some type of a hole. Tonight may be difficult to get out of that hole. How much emotion was actually used up during our brief melee? There you see Chicago's woes in the second half. Whistle and a foul.
Pete Myers definitely fouled Hubert Davis. Once again, Hubert Davis takes him off the dribble. That's Myers' 4th foul. And all of them because Hubert continues to beat him off the dribble. He had him behind the board that time. There was no reason to foul him.
Hubert Davis hit the line. And a nice regular season versus the Bulls, shooting better than 68% from the floor. Not getting the minutes because Stark's coming in as Rolando Blackman seeing action as Bonner comes in. But Pat Riley says that Hubert Davis has emotional stability, and he understands that he doesn't get the minutes, that he knows he's going to produce when he is in.
Well, the big thing with Hubert is he shoots 47 from the field. How about 40 from three-point range, and then 83 on the line? That's the key. And you love it when a young player, and then when Starks got injured, he stepped up and played major minutes. And since the team won, Pat likes the fact of bringing Starks off the bench, and it's better for that second unit anyway.
Myers sneaks away from the blue jerseys. Nice pass inside. Horace Grant.
You love to see that. You love to see guys keep their heads in traffic.
Grant 6 of 9. He has 12 for the ball game. Oakley from 18. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
See, that play is there for the Knicks all night. Whether it's Hubert Davis or Starks, they curl into the middle. They're wide open. For once, you'd just like to see Chicago shoot the gap and force the guy to finish.
Horace Grant shooting 70% from the floor tonight, 52% during the regular season.
They're going to rue the day that they did not sign him in December.
You know, and filing the tampering charges, those close to Horace said that has alienated him even farther, and they don't think there's any way he would re-sign with the Bulls after that little charge was put out. Ewing with the archer.
One of the few times tonight that Patrick has actually gone to that pet move of his. He's now 5 for 8 in this ball game.
He's hit his last 4 shots. B.J. Armstrong, the bank is open.
One of the best in the NBA. Coming off at bad angles and banking in that 10 to 15-foot jump shot.
The Bulls haven't missed a shot in the third quarter, and they lead it by 15. Anthony's going to try a 3, and he rolls it around. Greg Anthony, his second from the arc this evening.
2 for 4 in threes tonight. And we told you, he ended the season with confidence on that perimeter shot.
It was the rap on Greg Anthony coming out of UNLV, but he said he came into this league to play defense. Ewing lets Cartwright get away.
Cartwright screened for B.J. B.J. came up to the foul line wide open, right back to Cartwright. Always reward the big guys when they pin the defender on their back.
Blackman. Back on top to Oakley, sees the seam, takes advantage of it. That's going to be an offensive foul on Charles Oakley, his third of the evening.
Now Cartwright took that one. That shook him a little bit. You can see he's groggy. He's trying to shake it off. See that one, Cartwright to me was under the rim. You don't get that in this leg. You have to be out at least to the dotted line to get a charge call like that, or to the width of the lane. Now you're going to see it right now. He's too far underneath to get that one.
But he got it. The Bulls have the ball, leading by 14, nearing the 8-minute mark of the third quarter.
Well, it's a clear out now.
Blackman keeping an eye on Pippen. Armstrong gets it out, crossing it over to Cartwright. The hook for Mr. Bill won't go. Grant kept it alive, and then Anthony collides big time with Myers, and Anthony's going to be whistled for the infraction. That is his third.
Well, both guys were hustling that time. Unfortunately for Anthony, he got popped right on the forehead. You're going to see it. It's knocked out here by Pete. Now watch Anthony. They're both going for the loose ball. But Greg gets popped right on the forehead. Post and Pippen.
Pippen backing in on Blackman. Oakley with the rebound. 7.5 left in the third. The Bulls lead it by 14. They trail in the best of 7 series, 2 games to none. Anthony has it swatted away by Grant. Here comes Pippen.
3-on-1. Nice.
Myers. Blackman gets a piece of it.
That was a nice pass by Pippen. He looked back, saw that he had a trailer. Right there, Myers going, you know, head over, takes out a camera guy. Now just watch it. See, quick look. He knew he was there.
I'm afraid to look down to my scorebook, TV. I'm afraid I'll miss something.
Well, the tempo is perfect tonight for Chicago. Chicago is getting out and making things happen in transition.
And here's tonight's GMC Truck Scoreboard. Pete Myers has to be living in a dream world. He played in Europe the last couple of years. Wasn't expected to make this team. Now he's in the NBA playoffs.
Not bad for a guy who had an operation this summer and was just working out with the Bulls to get in shape to go back to Europe. Next thing you know, he replaces Michael Jordan. Not a bad step.
And he comes in, he plays all 82 games. He starts 81. Averaged just under 8 points a ball game.
Well, Pete understands his job.
He's out of Arkansas Little Rock. Ewing, where is answer? We saw it in game 2. He does it again tonight.
Patrick, I think, thought he was getting fouled.
Pippen found the basket and he draws the whistle.
We're going to show you Patrick Ewing on the fade. Watch the hit that Cartwright delivered. Right there. See, that knocked him off balance. He brings down some rain with that one. Now, there is the foul right there.
We have a timeout. We'll be back. With 6:54 remaining in the third quarter of game number 3, the Bulls lead it by 15. 2 nights ago, we talked about how important the front court matchup would be for both teams. Right now, it's all Bulls.
Well, you can see the Oakley-Mason, but that's also Mason, Bonner, and Smith. It's 9 points to 7 rebounds, and you can see what Pippen and Grant are doing. They're having a spectacular game, and we said at the top of the show, Pippen must come in, get the minutes, have a big scoring night, and Grant on the board. Both guys have played to their maximum potential. Now you add Smith has 2 points and Bonner has 2 points also. Add to that 9.
Scottie Pippen continues his accuracy from the line. He has 19 in the ball game. The lead pushed up to 16. Blackman on Pippen. He'll let it fly. Will Blackman, only his 3rd shot of this series. It won't go.
The difference is the transition. Scottie is really pushing the ball tonight with authority. Now, this is one of the rare times that the Knicks have been able to stop them without them scoring.
Cartwright backing in. Grant hits it out. Ball belongs to the Knicks with 6:19 left in the 3rd.
Now, at halftime, Billy Cartwright in 16 minutes had 10 points and 4 rebounds.
Right now, Chicago owns the boards. Davis tries to get it into Ewing. He's guarded by Cartwright. Shot clock inside of 10. Dribbled it off his foot. Myers to Armstrong. BJ, nice little stutter dribble.
Ron, excellent call. Not only the stutter, but he looked him off. And Anthony knew that Pippen was on the other wing.
Bill Jackson said, we get to our home court, we're going to bring this thing back to New York. The crowd is into it. The biggest Bull lead. Ewing from that left side with the high archer. 18.
You cannot play that any better than Billy Cartwright. Billy Cartwright, as a matter of fact, caught him right in the open hand. He was right on top of that shot.
Patrick has hit his last 6 shots of the ball game.
Well, he's come to life in games 2 and 3 from a shooting standpoint.
They extend the offense of the Bulls. Shot clock at 1. Pippen, it goes. Oh, let's go to Vegas, Scottie.
Ever since he knocked in that 3 in the first quarter, in the first few minutes in transition, he's had the field tonight.
This may be a hole the Knicks will find difficulty getting out of. Oakley with the board. Draws the foul from Bill Cartwright. That'll be Bill's 3rd personal.
Well, Billy did two wrongs right there. Number 1, he didn't jump on the rebound, and Oakley took it right over the top of him, and then he fouls Oakley to complicate it. Now just keep an eye on the pressure on the shot. Look at this. Look at that pressure. Cartwright is right up in his face, and he knocks it down. Now Scottie, the clock is down. He knows that he must shoot this up over the top of Blackman. Gets the bounce.
Charles Oakley, as Corey Gaines has checked into the lineup for the Knicks, the 4th-year pro out of Loyola Marymount, wearing jersey number 7. This is his first appearance in the playoffs of 1994. The number's on Oakley.
Well, it's nice to see Charles Oakley honored by being placed on the first team all defense. In this game also, Scottie Pippen. The forwards were Pippen and Oakley with Elijah at center. Horace Grant, for the second consecutive year, made the second team forward. Scottie Pippen, 3 years in a row, first team, all defense, small forward.
Oakley 3 of 4 from the line. He has 9 points. The lead is still 16. Steve Kerr, who checks in, back into the lineup.
Kerr needs to hit a 3, Ron.
He told me before the game he got a couple of good looks, probably his best looks in game 2, just couldn't capitalize on it.
Your personal foul, Rolando Blackman.
Blackman was with his third.
I would like to show you the all-defensive team. Grant, for the second time, makes the second team. Pippen 3 years in a row, the first team. Oakley the first time. And now Pat Riley has really been campaigning for that one for him. He calls him, you know, for the last couple of years, the best defensive power forward in the game.
Well, Pippen 8 of 14. There's Oakley. Makes the all-star team. He's doing an awful lot back in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. Trying to give back to the community. He has made rebounding an art.
Well, the big thing with Charles is the fact that he is the designator, picker-up of any player coming down the lane on any screen and rolls. He's also on the floor for loose balls. He really extends himself from a professional standpoint every night, and that's what Pat Riley loves about his play.
He is the definition of blue-collar worker. But he gets it from his grandfather, who worked the fields in York, Alabama. Pippen.
Oh, boy.
9 of 15 for Scottie Pippen.
Not only is he making them, he's making them with the clock going off.
Whistle, that's going to be a push call.
Good call. Steve Javy right on top of that.
Foul is on Grant. That is his 4th personal foul. That is team foul number 4. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Pippen 9 in the quarter, 23 for the ball game.
There's got Williams in the game here right now. You know, you never like to see a guy pick up his 5th with 4 minutes to go because the substitution is slow.
Smith into the lineup for the Knicks. He triggers the inbounds pass. This is Gaines.
Out of Loyola Marymount. He's played overseas and also in the CBA for many years. He's been up with a few ball clubs in the NBA. Good ball handler. Likes to play up-tempo basketball.
That'll be a 1-and-1. They're in the penalty. At the line, it'll be Charles Smith. Smith in the first half, only 2 points.
I think the bet is going to Scottie Williams. Because Scottie continues to jabber with him.
Smith gets it to go. Lieberman is not afraid to hold a conversation.
You can see that Charles Smith's numbers are down. But the reason for that is that Anthony Mason and Starks have been just outstanding with the second unit people in scoring when the 4 of them are out on the floor. So Smith did it in the New Jersey series, Mason and Starks in this series.
The turnaround by Scottie Pippen. Ewing had the rebound, lost it. Here comes Gaines. He was a 3rd-round pick back in '88. Ewing inside to Oakley. I think Bill Cartwright may have had the hand wrapped around him.
Yeah, he did. See, that's Cartwright's 4th. That's Cartwright's 4th foul. It's a bad foul because he had good defensive position. And once again, you're putting guys on the line and they're not having to make any shots. And the reason why we bring up that point, the Knicks are only shooting 41% for the game. Oakley, a solid foul shooter. Oh, isn't that great?
Way to go, dude.
It's the second guy that I put right into this.
I want to drive back to the hotel with you tonight.
Sure. Oakley for the year, a 78% foul shooter.
He's 4 of 5 tonight, though. I'll back you up. He's 4 of 5 tonight. And in this series now, he's 8 of 10. 85% for the 94 playoffs.
For a man his size, he really has a nice touch.
Very smooth. It's a 15-point deficit for the Knicks. 3.5 left to be played in the 3rd. Armstrong back in the lineup.
Plenty of time.
Nice defense, Oakley. Longley can't get it. Starks does. He leads the blue jerseys. Smith, the archer, is going to be short. Williams with the rebound. He has Pippen. Oh, he looked at the three. There's Kerr. Out of time. Williams playing one-on-one basketball. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 3. Longley.
Oh, boy. Luke just gets in the game, knocks it down. But all of their centers can hit that 17-foot shot.
Oakley way out front, setting up the offense. Shot clock at 10. Longley will have trouble guarding Ewing straight up. The tip won't go. Oakley keeps it alive. Smith loses the handle. Take it away, Pippen.
Oh, 4-on-2. Choices
To Williams, and he is hit hard by Corey Gaines, and they crossed him up. Corey Gaines is gone.
Oh, what a bad break for the Knicks. What a bad break. Now, that is a hard foul.
That's a flagrant one they're calling on Gaines.
And they said out of the game, right?
He pointed out it. Paul Mihalik said he was out of the game.
Well, let's just see if they back that up here now. Now, you're going to see a 4-on-2 here. Good choice. And that's a hard foul. Okay, so they give him a flagrant one, so it's 2 and the ball. But you can put a guy out of the game on a flagrant one.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
Bulls shooting 73% in the third. They lead it by 17. Corey Gaines was not tossed out of the game, but here's the official making the call.
All right, now there's the hit right across the head. Now you're going to see the call, and he throws the hand out like he's out of the game. All right, he said he hit him in the head. Now, they do not throw him out of the game. They call it a flagrant one. They said it was not unsportsmanlike, but the blow to the head and the signal was definitely, at that time, that he was gone. They've changed the call. Flagrant one, 2 shots, the ball on the side.
Well, Toni Kukoc in for Pippen. You see the Knicks shooting 50%, but the Bulls shooting 73% for this quarter.
Now, if that would have happened, the Knicks would have probably played John Starks as the point guard.
And this is a team, we talk of the Chicago Bulls, that are only shooting 40% in this series versus New York. 18-point advantage. That is the biggest of the ball game. In case you just tuned in, we had a major fight right before the end of the first half. Joe English tossed, Derek Harper tossed.
Plenty of time here, 10 seconds.
Ewing, the foul, his third.
See, Patrick is upset now. That's the second time tonight. But they're calling the same foul on Cartwright at the other end. And you must be consistent. You'll see, look on the left side. There it is right there. See, he comes underneath. Patrick's kind of surprised that they called it. Now, Luke Longley has been a terrific addition for this team. 7'2", 265. He really came into his own during the year and gave them 19 minutes. He almost got 8 points a game and 5 rebounds in 18 minutes on that second unit.
Longley, the third-year pro out of New Mexico. Inside of 2 minutes, the lead is 20. That is the biggest of the game for the Bulls.
Kukoc is trying to front Charles Smith down inside.
Ewing with 6 on the shot clock. Spins. Draws the foul.
Scott Williams came strong that time from the opposite side to help out.
And we'd like to remind you immediately following our game, game number 2 coming up, the Rockets and the Suns from Phoenix, America West Arena, with the Suns lead that best-of-7 series 2 games to none. Their college Bob Neal standing by. Ewing gets the first free throw. He's 5 of 6 tonight. That foul, by the way, was on Longley, his third.
Now, during the year, Patrick had a strong season. He was 6th in scoring, 24 a game, 7th in blocks, and then 10th in rebounding with 11-2.
He gets them both, and it was his second best free throw percentage of his career during the regular season. Leads 18, nearing 1.5 left in the third.
See, the Knicks will always trap that screen. The pick and roll. It's up to you then to find the free man.
Kukoc with 6 on the shot clock. Ewing, he's going to take it. Carries the 3.
I tell you, I'm so happy for this young man. He has played terrific. Great game tonight, as well as in games 1 and 2, but totally unappreciated. Now they get a foul on that shot. Williams was grabbed and tossed by Mason. Now keep an eye underneath, right underneath the rim. There it is right there. Mason grabs Williams and throws him out of there. So you get the 3-point shot, plus you get a foul, and he is shooting 1.
Well, Anthony Mason not exactly doing what he did in game 2. This is a 5-point play possibility. Kukoc was 3 of 4 from the arc coming in tonight, a 4-point play. And the lead is 22. Gaines, Kerr on him. He looks for the pick set by Ewing. Starks. You can see the Knicks offense without Harper and Anthony a half a step behind. That's not a rip on Corey Gaines. He just hasn't seen this type of action this year.
The big men have done a terrific job rebounding. By that we mean Winnington, Williams, Longley, Cartwright, Grant.
Starks picks up the loose rock. He's got Ewing on the right side. Mason will post up on Williams. Final 37 seconds of the third. Nice move, Mason. That's a 2. It goes. Charles Smith.
Good ball movement. That time Kerr just got hung up with Mason. Kerr wanted a foul. The big thing right now is stay in the game right now. There's a 4-second difference on the shot clock and the quarter clock.
They're spreading the floor. BJ spotting way in the left corner.
Now he should be able to take Charles Smith.
Well, he does draw the whistle and the foul. That's exactly what they wanted.
The only guy who can guard him is Mason. And even then, he has beaten Mason a number of times tonight. Toni Kukoc has the entire package this evening.
He has played an exceptional game. Maybe he can read English.
See, any time that players are designated double teamers, big man, big man. Their man gets an offensive rebound, you cannot blame them because they're over double teaming. And you see he was rewarded by making a second-team All-NBA rookie situation. Now Kukoc tonight has 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. I would say that's doing a nice job covering all of the stats.
He's kept everything in there. Gaines, bad pass. Mason has to track it down, but he does get the 2. Good hustle play by Anthony Mason.
1.7 seconds.
Kukoc lets it fly a little bit short. Well, it was a rather quiet third quarter as compared to the first 24 minutes of play, but we have 12 away, and the Chicago Bulls outscore New York by 8 in this quarter, and they have upped the lead to 19 as we head to the 4th and final quarter, which in the first 2 games has belonged to the Knicks. It has been a tale of 2 halves for the Bulls. You can see in game 1 they shot only 32% in the second half. Game 2, 32%. And in the 4th quarter of both those games, it was much worse. Weddington will get the start for the second, or for the 4th and final. Armstrong's joined by Kukoc, Williams, and Kerr.
Main thing is not to play conservative. You've got to play within your tempo.
Kukoc, the quick move on Anthony Mason, drawing Mason into his second personal foul. Herb Williams also in for the Knicks.
Toni Kukoc has given Anthony Mason at least 5 moves, which I never saw him do in game 1. With his back to the basket or even off the dribble. Toni is putting it all together here this evening.
He can only make free throws. He's made only 2 of 5 tonight. And on the year, he was 74%. 3 of 6 from the line for Kukoc. The lead is back up to 20. This may be too deep of a hole for the Knicks, but they do have a lot of time left. Starks draws the whistle.
Strong move by John. Took that right up underneath Wennington.
That'll send Starks to the line. Wennington's second personal foul.
See, in games 1 and 2, Chicago just could not seem to get Williams and Wennington into the games for any amount of time. And these were two people who are instrumental in their team's success over the course of the year. Now, both guys this evening have made a strong statement. Wennington in the first half came in with 4 offensive rebounds as well as 3 points in the limited time that he played. How about 5 minutes?
Very limited. Well, John Starks has missed only 3 free throws the entire playoffs. Check that, 2 free throws the entire playoffs.
Well, this group has the second unit way out here right now.
Oh, they're pushing him. Shot clock's at 7. Kukoc, nice pick by Wennington on Mason. Boy, Bill Wennington set a vicious pick on Anthony Mason. And Charles Smith picks up his 5th personal foul.
What I like about the refereeing tonight, they're catching everything in the lane, and anytime big people are getting out of hand, they are right on top of the ball.
Malik, Dick Pavetta, and Steve Jabby, the officials. Stolen by Mason. BJ reaches out and touches him. That's his second.
He brought out the point in the second quarter. Anytime that you think you're going down the lane against the Knicks, you always must be aware of the offside people coming at you to pick you up and then also go for the steal.
Well, the Bulls already 10 points over their average against the Knicks during the regular season. Mason, Kukoc picks him up. Shot clock at 8. Smith with 4 to shoot, draws the whistle.
The interesting fact right now in the first minute and 30 seconds is that this unit that's out on the floor for Chicago, they're fouling people when they really don't have to foul the people. And unfortunately, they're putting their guys on the line to make the foul shots, and the clock isn't moving.
You're picking up basically 3 points if you have good free throw shooters. And Smith is 3 for 3. Now John Paxson's going to come into the lineup. Paxson probably playing his last season for the Chicago Bulls. He's in his 11th in the NBA. Pippen comes back into the lineup. But John Paxson, the knees just aren't there, he told me. He's yet to score in the '94 playoffs. Was originally a first-round pick by San Antonio back in 1983. And, of course, who can forget his shot last year in the NBA Finals?
He's playing with a lot of pain. It's just bone rubbing on bone.
A true professional, John Paxson. Now talk to Kerr. Shot clock at 8. Kukoc, Smith goes right around him with the left hand. Williams can't get the tip. Here comes Starks. Gaines, Starks, and Mason's running. Gaines doesn't get it. The tip by John Starks.
How about that one?
I think his knee's okay.
Was he up there?
Oh, baby.
See, right now, after Phoenix came back at Houston, down 20, nothing is impossible.
Hey, Doug and I and you and I have talked the whole season. It's a marathon out here. Knicks on a 5-0 run. Paxson looking for his first in the playoffs. Williams can't get it. The other Williams does. Scott goes up with the shot. Herb goes up with the foul.
Scott Williams just got hit with a technical, and Steve Jabby's right. Excellent call. What happened? Williams gets the rebound, throws the pump fake, gets fouled. While he goes down on the floor, he mouths off to Herb Williams. And Steve Jabby, keep an eye on this. Now watch this. There's the foul. Now watch what happened. As soon as he started mouthing off to him, boom, technical foul. That's the only way you are going to eliminate all of this garbage talking, pointing of the fingers, all this unnecessary talk.
We've got a timeout. We'll sort it out in just about a minute.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
And here's tonight's Dutch boy in the paint.
Well, you can see the offensive rebounding, very big tonight for the Bulls, but then the center play. You can see the Bulls in the series have only been averaging 10.5. But tonight, Cartwright, Scott Williams, Luke Longley, 21 points at that position. I'll just keep an eye here right now. This is a nice move by Gaines. Here comes Starks right there, putting that one right back. Excellent play. Now, we'd like to bring up this fourth quarter. We're not trying to jinx Chicago, but we're just, in games 1 and 2, they only averaged 17 points, and they only shot 28%. And we told you that they had 7 24-second violations in 2 games in the fourth quarter. So 55 to 34 in the scoring. It's necessary for them to stay at their tempo. They cannot slow down here now and play conservative basketball.
There you see him in this quarter, only 1 point, 0 of 4. And Starks hit the technical foul. Williams will come back down. Like, you don't want to try to jinx him. It just happens to be Friday the 13th, so we don't want to jinx him or anything. But that'll be Scott Williams at the line, another unrestricted free agent at the end of this season. 4th-year prod of North Carolina.
Now, during the course of the year, Scottie's had problem with his shoulders as well as his kneecap. He missed 44 games this year. He's a guy who shoots 48% for you, but he's not a good foul shooter. He's only a 61% foul shooter.
Hurts the rims both times. Corey Gaines getting a lot of playing time. He just played for Seattle, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Denver. Shot clock at 7. Takes it in with the right hand, didn't get it. Fights for the rebound. He last touched it. Will go the other way with 9:09 left in the game. And a 14-point Bull advantage as Grant and Longley come back in the lineup. Williams and Kukoc sit down.
Right now, the Knicks are down 14, and you have 9 minutes to go. This thing is far from over because the Knicks are a great three-point shooting team. One of the best shooting lines. They have 6 guys on this ball club who shoot over 34% on threes. So they're never out of a game.
They have 7 guys shooting plus 50% from the floor during this playoff series. Chicago only has 2, and one of those is Bill Whittington, who coming into tonight only had taken 1 shot.
You can see right now the refs have been consistent. Any hand in the back is an automatic foul tonight.
That was on Herb Williams, his second. The Knicks cut 6 points off the lead while Patrick Ewing was out as he comes back in. Pippen. Ewing has to switch. Wide open. Longley open. Try to force a pass in. Chicago has it with 7 on the shot clock.
You never throw the pass with one hand. How many guys in this league can hold the ball in their hand like Dr. J or Connie Hawkins? Hold with 2 hands. You make it. If the defender jumps in there, you can always pull it back. With 1 hand, the pass has to be made.
Kerr from the outside. Steve still struggling from the field. Starks almost lost it. Kerr doing a nice job defensively, and John Starks throws it away. No! Look at this. Scottie Pippen went up into the stands to try to save it, and I think it may have been his ball if he wouldn't have gotten it. I don't think anybody touched it.
Great hustle by Kerr to initiate Starks to go to the floor, and Starks makes the wild pass. That would have been Chicago ball.
Backs it on Starks. Kerr picks up Gaines, and he has the basketball.
Main thing for the Chicago guards, no 3-point shots.
Working around to Starks, has to give it up inside. Mason is fouled. Oh, and it goes!
See, they have life now. See, they're smelling it. They've had the confidence because of games 1 and 2, making up the big deficit. Now, this is just a good, strong move by Starks, a nice pass, and then that was a little weak move by Mason. I thought he would take that up with 2 hands. He's lucky here that he did not get that block.
Anthony Mason, the pride of Springfield Garden in New York, completes the 3-point play, and it is an 11-point game, down from 22. Rockets Knicks and the Suns standing by. That's the second game of our doubleheader.
Right now we have Mason on Pippen.
Bulls have scored only 1 point in this quarter. Shot clock at 4. Pippen has to launch the 3. Didn't even draw iron. We're looking at maybe a 9 or 8 point game. Mason. Ewing over Longley. Count it.
Good timeout. Bill Jackson up. He can see it because this is exactly what happened in game 1. We have a New York 11-0 run. We'd like to show you what dominated quarter 4 in game 1 and 2. Now right here, this is where Mason has done all of his damage in the lane. So you see Luke Longley is conscious. He leaves Ewing. Ewing makes a move, opens up, and it's in your heart. See, because Mason now finds Ewing, and that is his pet shot. All through games 1 and 2, Mason's production magnified in the lane in the 4th quarter.
Cartwright back into the lineup. We've played 4.5 minutes, and the Bulls yet to get a field goal in this 4th quarter. They have only 1 free throw, scoreless the last 4+ minutes.
They're 0 for 6 for the quarter. You can't continue to go away from Cartwright either. He's had Ewing on his back. See, here you are. There's another one. It's their 8th violation now. That would have been a violation with the shot clock.
Mason can't get it. Ewing lost the handle. The return by Mason. And here come the Knicks.
They got to get their heads up.
In game 2, they went over 5 minutes without a field goal to start the 4th. Pippen almost knocked away by Ewing.
He wants to force it, see?
Everybody hesitant to shoot it as the shot clock reads 4. Cartwright finally drops one down.
Please, throw the ball to Cartwright. Can you please throw him the basketball? Ewing is playing behind him, and then Ewing is running to double team anybody in the lane. Billy Cartwright is wide open in front of the rim.
14 for Cartwright. The lead is 9. Mason, a dangerous pass. Gaines will launch the 3. Doesn't get it. They say it went over the top of the backboard. Chicago has it.
Now that's a break. Now here you come. See, Ewing went over to get Grant. Okay, now you saw the rotation, but Billy, 7'2", 260, he's going to take the baby hook in your face. Right now, substitution, Myers for Kirk. Now you know they'll trap this. They'll trap that. But see, Cartwright was open. They went away from him.
Grant over Smith. It goes.
Because they knew that Horace Grant would make that jump hook.
It's a piece of cake. 16 for Grant. Pushes the lead back to 11.
Now here it is. It's a nice jump hook by Horace Grant. This is a shot that he is not famous for.
We take you back 1 year ago where John Stark's jam in game 2 helped the Knicks jump out to a 2-0 advantage in the best-of-7 series. But in Chicago, Michael Jordan and company came roaring back in game 4. 54 points for Jordan. Then in game 5, Charles Smith, an omen, 4 attempts. Can't connect on any one of them. Then it is in game 6. The Bulls wrap it up. The final basket, Scott Williams, and they go on to win their 3rd straight NBA title, dropping the first 2 to the Knicks, coming back to win the next 4. The scene is basically the same. They have dropped the first 2 of the best-of-7, and they lead in this one by 11 with 5:58 left to be played.
It's a good move by Phil. They have Myers on Corey Gaines. Myers, a good defender. If he just will not gamble for the steal, just play position.
Almost tossed away. Inside, Mason with position. Whistle, we've got a push.
And he got Cartwright on the push. See, they're outside of the lane.
Starks now 12 of 13 from the stripe. Rockets and Suns coming up next from Phoenix with Doug and Bob. They're waiting patiently, I'm sure. Starks only 7 points from the field, the remainder coming from the line.
Main thing right now for the Bulls, make sure you block out. You give no second shots. And then no turnovers in the backcourt. That is critical from now to the end of this game.
The lead is 11 with 4:18 left to be played. Pippen. Armstrong, great ball fake. Ewing the rebound.
Good ball movement, high percentage shot.
Corey Gaines calls the timeout right as he's falling out of bounds.
Boy, what a heads-up play. That was right in front of us because he knew he was not fouled and he was falling out of bounds.
With 3:58 left to be played in the ball game, the Bulls trying to climb out of a 2-0 deficit in the best of 7. They lead by 11 points. Over in the East, of course, the Atlanta Hawks in play holding the Pacers to just 69 points. That's an all-time playoff low for Game 2. Mookie Blaylock came alive, led the attack with a triple-double. And in the other game yesterday, the Utah Jazz opened up a 2-0 lead. The Nuggets, once again for the second straight series, have to climb out of a 0-2 deficit.
We have 15 seconds on the shot clock. The Bulls started the quarter 0 for 6 and have made 4 of their last 5 shots.
Starks. Three! My goodness!
Is he a bandit or what? You talk about a guy with courage. This guy will launch him.
And no conscience. Starks 9 points in the fourth.
You must pay attention to the three-point shooting of the Knicks.
8-point Chicago lead. Myers sees Cartwright open. Doesn't get it. Oakley left alone from 19, and he buries the shot.
Now you're looking at this with 3:20 to go. Chicago, 3 full timeouts. 1:20. New York, 2 full timeouts.
6-point lead, the closest the Knicks have gotten since early in the first. Mason on Pippen. Mason has worn him down the first 2. Pippen doesn't get it. Tipped out by Grant. Knicks have it down by just 6 points.
You must be very careful now in double teaming New York. How about that? 22-9 in this quarter.
That has been the story of this series. Starks 9 points in the fourth. Ewing, baseline jumper.
There's a break. You've got to push. You got your lead by pushing and looking for transition and trailing. You cannot play that conservative. If you push, you might make something happen. Also, you're shooting the penalty.
Shot clock at 8. Armstrong from 19. B.J. Armstrong with the biggest shot of the ball game.
He's played real big in games 2 and tonight, game 3.
17 for Armstrong. Ewing. The baseline jumper by Patrick Ewing. 26 for Patrick. The lead is back to 6. 194. We have 2 minutes left.
2 minutes of play.
Armstrong inside. Good strong move. B.J. did not hesitate. Not afraid of the contact.
They caught the Knicks. They caught the Knicks thinking that they were going into the triangle offense. And B.J. right here, this is the shot that he hits from the top. See, it opens up right there because his man could not get over the screen. At the other end, though, right here is a strong move by Patrick. Cartwright late getting there. At this end of the floor, B.J. Armstrong surprised everybody by going strong to the rim.
Armstrong 18 for 18 in this series from the line.
Well, he's just had such a sensational season. He made the All-Star team. He's second in the league in threes. He shot 44%. He's 14th in the league in foul shooting at 86. Just had a terrific all-around season.
This is the second. 1:50 left. The lead is 7. The Knicks with the basketball trying to make up a deficit that reached 22.
Big thing with Myers is he must stay with Starks. You cannot allow Starks to look at a 3.
Davis is in the lineup for the Knicks. Ewing puts the shoulder down, takes the jumper, and Bill Cartwright just shook his head.
Well, you have to. That was a prime time shot.
28 for Ewing, 10 in the fourth. 5-point lead. Starks, great effort play. Loose ball foul on John Starks.
Good call. Starks did not have a good angle at that. Myers was leading to that loose ball, and he took him down. Now, Pat Riley is all upset right now. See, watch it. See, Myers had a shot. Now watch what happens. See, he took him down. Now, if you're a Knicks fan, you say that's a totally loose ball.
It was a great effort by Starks, but he did undercut Pete Myers. Pat Riley doesn't like it.
Myers has struggled at the line all evening.
Just 1 of 3, make it 2 of 4 tonight. 6 points for Myers. The numbers from the line tonight. The Knicks hot, Bulls struggling.
Well, that's the first game, because in games 1 and 2, Chicago shot a blistering 88% on the line, 51 for 58.
Doesn't get it. Starks with the rebound. Wants a timeout with 1:16 left. And the Chicago Bulls clinging to a 6-point advantage, 102-96.
Just amazing. The timeout situation, you can see the Knicks are in a bind. The Bulls have plenty. Now, it's a 6-point difference, plenty of time to go. They'll take the best. They'll look for the 2, but if they get an open 3, naturally they'll take it. 2-man game, Hubert Davis and Ewing.
Ewing inside, count the basket for Patrick Ewing. The lead is down to 4.
Well, Patrick caught Billy on the top side, drop-stepped him, just took it easy. Cartwright was afraid to foul him in that situation.
30 points for Ewing outside. Shot clock inside of 10. Mason on Pippen. Shot clock at 3. Pippen, the ball fake. The shot won't go. Cartwright the rebound. And the Knicks take it away. No whistle. Will go the other way with it with 39 left.
Cartwright got away with a push that time. That's how he received that rebound.
Ewing's hit a 3 in game 2. He's going to take it inside. Count it. It's a 2-point ball game.
Plus, the Knicks are going to get this ball back with time. You cannot run the clock. There are 5 seconds difference here now. Now this is critical. He wants a timeout.
With 13 on the shot clock, 17.9. What a tremendous job by the Knicks in the fourth quarter again.
You have 13 seconds on the shot clock. Kukoc is now in the game, and so is Tercer. So you're going with 2 perimeter guys. Now, what you also must remember, the Knicks have 1 timeout remaining. Big thing, I cannot believe that Scottie Pippen is not going to be involved here with something off of penetration. The Knicks double-team Pippen. All right, they're going 1-4 right now, looking for the spot up off the dribble. The clock is at 6.
Pippen with 3 on the shot clock. He's not going to get a good shot off. 2-1. No, they're going to call a violation. That is a shot clock violation. The Knicks with 1 timeout left have a chance to tie the basketball game and win it with a 3.
Now this is just, unfortunately he waited too long and the sideline acted as another defender. This ball does not hit the rim. It's a 24-second violation.
102-100, 5.5 left. Phil Jackson is upset of the time left. He thought it should be less than he has his feet.
Well, as the ball is shot and it ricochets off the board, the shot clock went off. It's definitely under 5.5 seconds. Keep an eye on this now. The ball is going to go up high and it's going to hit. You cannot see the red light. See, and they call 24. See, it was inside of 5 seconds. Now this is critical here. They have a long time. All right, now there is your delay of game. Now remember, the Knicks have no timeouts remaining, none. So this is critical. You know that they want to try to get Ewing in this play. And starts.
There's Ewing. Ewing for the tie. He's got it with 1.8 left. A sensational play. And they call a timeout right as they brought the ball in.
Can you believe what just happened?
I cannot believe.
Inbound that ball to Scottie Pippen with 1.8 seconds to go, rather than call a timeout when you had 3 timeouts remaining. Unbelievable. Now keep an eye on it. Ewing is coming, and you know they're going to Ewing. This is his 34th point of the game. He is now 14 for 19 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks.
1.8 left, no timeouts left for the Bulls. Myers triggers the inbounds pass. Kukoc for the win.